Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Hezbollah, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Israel Katz issued a joint statement announcing that the Israeli military has destroyed a Hezbollah underground facility in the southern Lebanese village of Majdal Zaun. The target, a 200-meter-long tunnel containing hundreds of weapons and launchers, was struck with prior notification to the United States. This military action took place just 2 days after a U.S.-brokered security agreement between Israel and Lebanon went into effect. Under the agreement, Israeli forces are to withdraw in phases while the Lebanese army deploys, though Israel remains permitted in an expanded security zone. In response, Hezbollah issued a statement on Monday declaring that the Israeli strike was a flagrant violation of the ceasefire agreement. While Hezbollah's leader, Naim Qassem, has rejected the security deal as a surrender, the group stated it is closely monitoring violations and reserves the right to defend its homeland. Meanwhile, Netanyahu maintained that Israeli forces will continue to operate in the southern security zone to dismantle threat infrastructures and ensure the safety of northern Israeli communities. According to the Taiwanese news outlet TaiSounds, a shallow magnitude 5.5 earthquake struck Gaoxian County in Yibin City, Sichuan Province, China, at 12:12 a.m. local time on June 29th. The China Earthquake Network Center reported that the tremor occurred at a very shallow depth of only 6 kilometers. As of 6 a.m. on the same day, local authorities reported that at least 13 people had sustained minor injuries, and nearly 200 residents near the epicenter had been urgently evacuated and relocated to safer areas. Residents in Gaoxian and neighboring Gaoxian reported intense shaking, with household furniture visibly shifting during the quake. The tremors were also strongly felt in major neighboring cities, including Yibin, Chongqing, and Chengdu, located hundreds of kilometers away. In response to the disaster, China's Earthquake Administration has initiated a Level 3 emergency response to coordinate rescue and relief efforts in the affected regions. According to Yahoo News, the Czech Republic recorded its highest temperature in history for the second consecutive day on June 28th. The Czech Hydrometeorological Institute reported that temperatures reached 41.1 degrees Celsius in the northern town of Doxany, surpassing the previous record of 40.9 degrees Celsius set at the same location just a day earlier on June 27th. The severe heat wave, which heavily impacted Western European nations earlier in the week, has now shifted its trajectory towards Central and Eastern Europe. Recent reports indicate that temperature records were also broken in various regions spanning from Switzerland to Denmark on June 27th. Scientific analysis by the international research organization World Weather Attribution, WWA, suggests that climate change has made the occurrence of this intense heat wave 200 times more likely. Furthermore, the Director General of the World Health Organization, Kudawee Age, in the stark warning, noting that Europe is currently the fastest warming continent on Earth. The agency has urged local authorities to implement more comprehensive measures to protect citizens from the escalating risks of extreme heat. According to a report by Al Jazeera, thousands of Malawian citizens are fleeing South Africa and returning to their home country to escape a devastating wave of anti-foreigner violence. Many of these returnees had migrated to South Africa in search of better economic opportunities, often taking out high-interest loans to fund their journeys. However, as xenophobic attacks intensified, many were forced to hide indoors, shelter in open fields, or escape night raids that left their homes burned and looted. The Malawian government, alongside well-wishers, has initiated a repatriation and deportation process, with thousands already returning ahead of a June 30th deadline. Returnees arrive back in Malawi with virtually nothing, having lost their savings and belongings. They face the daunting challenge of starting over in a country with high formal unemployment, where being deported carries a social stigma. Despite these broken livelihoods, many returnees express profound relief at having escaped with their lives, choosing the safety of their homeland over the constant threat of violence abroad. According to a report by Hezbollah, Russian President Vladimir Putin stated in a state television interview that Moscow is ready and willing to continue negotiations with the United States to end the war in Ukraine. Putin expressed hope that U.S. negotiators Stephen Witkoff and Jared Kushner would visit Moscow to advance the discussions and review all details, referencing their previous meetings in Anchorage. Putin also revealed that Moscow recently rejected new proposals aimed at limiting the conflict. These proposals included ending long-range strikes deep within both countries' territories and confining military actions to the 4 Ukrainian regions currently occupied by Russia. Putin explained his rejection by stating that restricting combat to these areas would allow the Ukrainian military to redeploy its forces to other active front lines. These comments follow remarks by U.S. President Donald Trump at the G7 summit in France, where he urged Russia to reach an agreement with Ukraine, while recently praising Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's performance in the war. The White House has not yet commented on Putin's statements. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.